Hey, I love you, Mike. I love you. See you soon, boy. UFC callouts, calling someone out in the octagon. Why it is so important, why so many fighters are fumbling the bag by not doing so in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Yo, assalamu alaikum, my niggas. What's good?
Calling out your next opponent, starting a rivalry, when you have that big moment, you just gotta win in the UFC octagon. Joe Rogan, Michael Bisping, whoever is in there giving you the mic saying, they always ask, who would you like to fight next? Do you have an opponent in mind? Whatever. They already give you, they're like a wingman, they're helping you. It's so important to take that opportunity.
This is not a career, this is an opportunity.
It's so important to make something out of that chance when all eyes on you, the cameras are on you, the people at home are watching you. Like the clip, if it's a good call up, will end up on YouTube, on Instagram pages, whatnot. This is your chance. And it's not like you have to make it on the fly. You should prepare yourself for it, right? You should come in the octagon, come into the fight with already have an opponent in your head.
I'm in his head, right free, camping.
That you know you will call him out if you win. Because as I said, the chances that you have there to build something. And I will give you some examples in a minute, like of call-outs that literally led to huge opportunities, to huge rivalries, to millions of dollars, you know what I mean? And of course, sometimes it can be less, but it can at least be a fight that propels you up the rankings, that gives you more eyeballs on you. Calling out a guy like Paddy Pimblett, for example.
Barbie what?
Paddy Pimblett.
Paddy Pimblett.
Is always smart by like a guy like Terrence McKinney, for example. Even if some people laugh at you or whatnot, you at least you get the attention. You got the eyeballs on you. Twitter's talking about you. You know what I mean? Maybe the other guy gets angry and starts to talk about you, even though you wouldn't even be in his eyesight otherwise, you know what I mean? Recently it's more of a talking point again, just because of a lot of bad examples, just like Joaquin Buckley, for example, when he beat Vicente Luque, the biggest win of his career. I mean, finished Vicente Luque, what a big win, all eyes on him, everyone's listening, and Michael Bisping is trying to get him to call out the name, and he's not saying any names.
So what now? Say something!
He could have started a huge rivalry, and afterwards he even said he regretted that and he should have called someone out, and he tried to do a call out afterwards, and you know what I mean? But it's not the same anymore once you're on a normal podcast. It's not the same viewership, not the same attention you get like after your win on the big stage. You know what I mean? And there's so many good examples of how important it is to call your shot, because there's nothing you can lose with it. I mean, even if it never happens, there are bad examples, of course, like Yoel when he said, I love you, Mike, see you soon, boy, all those things.
I love you, Mike!
The fight never happened. So what? The call out, first of all, it's a legendary call out, so it lives on forever. But also, that fight was in discussions, that fight, you know what I mean? You start a conversation about that fight, people talk about your call out. You know what I mean? Even if it's, okay, that's maybe a bad example, Visiev when he called it Hasbulla or whatnot. At least it's something funny that gets you views and attention. But just make the call out, even if it does not happen. As I said, there's so many good examples. Let's give you some. Probably the biggest one is Nate Diaz, when he was in the octagon saying, Conor McGregor. No, that's Michael Chandler.
Conor McGregor!
When Nate Diaz said, Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker. I'm gonna fight your fucking ass.
You're taking everything I work for, motherfucker. I'm gonna fight your fucking ass.
That call out was so legendary, was heard all over the world, has millions and millions and millions of views, gets posted all the time again by the UFC. What did it lead to? He literally fought Conor, beat Conor against all odds, made millions of dollars. His star power went up like 500,000%. He is one of the biggest stars in sports now, also because of that call-out, because the call-out led to the fight that otherwise would have never happened. And that's the whole thing about that makes a call-out so special. It's a fight that would have never happened. Why should Conor have fought Nate Diaz? Just because, okay, RDA got injured, short notice opportunity, they would have never called Nate Diaz otherwise. Never. And he then beat Conor, got a rematch, even more money.
More fucking money.
And that rivalry lives on forever and is a legendary rivalry that we're still waiting on the trilogy for. So that's the best example. Then you again have Nate Diaz when he called out Jorge Masvidal with the BMF title, right? When he said, after the Pettis win, Jorge Masvidal had a good last fight, all respect, he's a gangster. blah blah. We're the only two gangsters left in the sport, but he ain't no West Coast gangster. You know what I mean? That call out led to not only a fight with Masvidal, but a title that was generated because of it, the BMF, the Baddest Mother Effer title, that now lives on for the eternity. That was kind of created by Nate Diaz. That's a huge thing just because of a goddamn call out that he made. You have Chael Sonnen, the master of this thing. I mean, when they called out Wanderlei Silva, 6 feet tall and 205 pounds, boy, until I met you, I didn't know they could stack crap that high. Chael Sonnen, most of his opportunities that he had in his career were because of his crazy call-outs. And you have to take chances there. Nick Diaz, the rivalry with GSP, what a legendary rivalry. Where he said, well, I think he beat, who did he beat? Matt Hughes? I don't remember. He said, "Where you at, George? Where you at?
Where you at, George?"
I don't think he was injured. I think he's scared or whatever he said, blah, blah, blah. And then the camera goes to GSP. GSP is like this. This started this whole big rivalry that is a legendary rivalry by now, even though they're good. They're not friends, but they definitely buried the hatchet. But you have Khabib, when he said, I mean, that Khabib one, that literally, that one call out, even though you could argue he probably would have gotten the fight anyways, but that call out literally, at the end of the day, made him a multi-millionaire when he said, beginning of the year, he top like chicken. End of year, he'd fight for title. Guys, Irish, only 6 million. Russia, 150 million. This is #1 easy fight in lightweight division. I want to fight with your chicken. I mean, that call out literally is still on every MMA page every now and then. It's such a famous call out, led to UFC 229, which is forever remembered here, a piece of the octagon, like the biggest event in history. And that definitely helped. Maybe not, also leading to it and also promoting it. You know what I mean? Those pieces that you paint in the octagon by calling someone out in a legendary way, they will live on forever and help promote that fight, which helps you getting even more money and more attention, right? The last one I'll give you, I could go on forever here, but Colby Covington, when he lost to Usman, right? He lost to Usman. He got a win again, but he wasn't like, for most fans, he wasn't the next in line for a title shot. But then Usman was like on the ESPN desk or whatever, and he was like, "Wait till I see you next time, Maury Fake News one. Wait till I see you next time. You're dead. You're dead.
You're next!"
Like that whole like stuff like that gets you those opportunities. I can't say it often enough, and that's why it's so important for those fighters to make those call-outs, because sometimes I feel like a lot of casual fans are like, why is he calling him out? Like, what? That is the reason. It gives you opportunities, money, rivalries, all the good stuff that you want. You cannot lose anything from calling someone out. And oh yeah, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, there's a new king in the lightweight division, Dustin Poirier, your time is coming, and Khabib. If you ever do see fit, the race is back with your present here in the UFC octagon. In your quest to 30-0, you gotta beat somebody. So beat me if you can. See you at the top. Fought Dustin Poirier, now fighting Conor McGregor. Again, like this video, guys, subscribe to the channel, would appreciate that. Check out the Bloodsport merch, bloodshop.net, link in bio. Stay bloody, guys, and until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.